Hello and welcome to the Destiny SMP. This is a new SMP that me and a couple of friends have joined, just because we weren't very active on our old server and there's a lot more people on here and it should be a lot of fun. We are joining mid-season though, so there's a lot of progress in a lot of other people's bases and in the shopping district that we just haven't been a part of. Or can particularly do anything with at the moment. So it's gonna be a really interesting start. Now, as with all new Minecraft worlds, you have to get yourself established, and I'll be honest, I didn't really want to record all of the getting established because it's taken about 12 hours to kind of get to where I am at the moment with a lot of breaks and things in between, so didn't do that, but we do now have some basic resources. We're linked up to the Nether Hub. I have a shack to work out of, and I've got my tools and gear and stuff sort of sorted. So I guess we're okay to start doing the thing. Yeah. At least we should be able to make a decent start on some build progress today, and start working on the project that I have planned for this server. So I'm really excited about that. So we're going to jump in and start by clearing a big area of trees, because I'm going to need a lot of wood and leaves and things anyway. So the plan for this season, I'm not going to elaborate too much on this, but I picked this area out here mostly because it's very close to Nonky, who lives over here, and I mean there's a couple of other people about. There's a village around here. Our shopping district is somewhere, but I'm not very familiar with this map yet. But I've picked this area here because this little sort of area of the forest kind of sinks in a little bit. It's almost like a bowl shape, and I've got a really good idea for the theme of our base, for like a sort of starting point build to go in here. So we're going to start cutting down the trees in this area. I'm going to do a big time lapse of that, and then we'll get started on gathering the resources we need to build what we want to build in here. It's going to be so much fun. Okay, we are done clearing out. This is a huge area, by the way. There's so much stuff that was in here. But it's now all gone. I collected as many of the oak leaves and all the logs that I could, because, you know, wood always comes in handy. So we've got a chest of leaves and logs, leaves, lots of leaves. And now we've got this ginormous area, which if you look at the map is kind of, you see how it sort of is a bit of a pit? So I want to flatten out this area, and I think it may be easier if we sort of dig out the bits that aren't down level and maybe just fill in this bit rather than collecting enough dirt to fill all of this up. So I'm going to get started on that now, and see how that goes too. But before we do, I want to head over to Nonk's base because I want to just pay her a little visit and maybe pay a little bit of a prank on her as well, because I think it could be really fun.
Ground farm down there?
Oh.
Be right back.
Oh, no. Yeah, I guess so.
You know, tridents.
A secret hole?
Yeah, because the last one worked so good.
Well, it works decently. I got a
Are you going down there, Menace?
No.
Menace.
Nonk.
No, that wasn't me. That was Siri.
Siri.
Wanna
What
come
time
back
is
to the
it?
ladder?
There's a ladder?
There's a ladder?
Ladder? Which ladder? Is it something in my base?
No.
I assume it is. Yes.
No ladders in your base. Shh. Shh.
I can see your feet!
It's not me!
No, well.
No.
Come down immediately!
It's not
I'm ready to
me!
chat.
Why do I have to be the piss pal? Come on!
The fish pal!
Well, you invited us to this server, no?
Well, Menace is being a
Oh,
menace.
that's a join.
Even Sirius being.
Creep.
Open the f***ing door! Open the door! I'm stuck!
The mini
Menace.
map's quite handy. No.
Menace.
Menace left.
Oh, he. Who? A bamboo! Guys! Oh, I see Menace. Menace.
No.
Yes. I am not blind, girl.
It's not me.
Are you sure?
It's not me.
Well, I do see a little Menace. Menace!
No.
So mini menace.
Oh no! It's fine, it's fine. I save us. You have mine. Oh!
No.
Goodness. Oh god. Why did I do this?
Just rock it out.
No, there is water. Menace! Oh. Oh, I'm dying. I'm dying. Why is this happening?
Already, I'll
you.
see ya.
Yeah, see you later.
What can I say?
Buenos
tomorrow.
nachos, Noel. Chocolate ganache.
Buenos
stock-
nachos.
Chocolate ganache.
hot liquor, nunk.
And Siri.
Menace. See you laters. Siri, set an alarm for 2:30.
Nah.
I think that one's gonna haunt you forever.
I hope not.
Oh, he just left again. Nice.
Hello, egg.
I
Where
think
is-
X likes you.
Where is Egg?
Egg
Egg
is
is
over
here.
Where's here?
Here.
Where's hair?
Here.
Where's,
Here.
Where's here?
Here.
Where are
here?
you, Menace?
I'm.
Here. God, echt. Don't break my roof.
I didn't.
Come here. Just come here.
No.
Come here. Egg is here. Egg is here.
No.
Don't be a little menace. Come on. You have to
Oh,
go
a
down.
castle.
Menace. What?
That's TNC's castle.
Yeah.
Woo!
That's my.
I'm in a hole. I'm
You're
lost.
in a whole lot. I can see you're flying. I think you're fine.
I'm not.
Come on. Let's check on Egg.
Egg.
Menace. You're not a cow. Je bent geen koe. Kom hier.
Moo.
Domme koe.
Come on, Menace. Say domme koe. Nee, domme koe. No, je
Doe
is
me
echt
goed,
down
kop,
here.
vertel je nog eenmaal. That's what I said.
Kop, vertel je nog allemaal.
Ja, doe me goed, kop, vertel je nog eenmaal.
I is in kip.
Egg.
Egg. Egg is een kip. But again?
Okay, I think we may have been a little bit too annoying, so we're gonna build a present because I feel a little bit bad. Okay, so first things first, we need some materials. Okay, I think I've got everything I need. I've been buying out some terracotta because basically Nonki really likes what she calls mango wood, which is mangrove wood. So I'm gonna build her a big mango outside the front of her base and see how she takes it. This is the shopping district, by the way. Isn't it really, really cool? There's so much here. I couldn't find the concrete shop though, so I've settled for terracotta, but it's fine. Let's head in here. So Nonki's base is actually not too far from mine. I managed to find her base pretty quickly, and so I've sort of been just kind of hanging around the area and building out a tunnel towards my own base so that we can kind of be connected. So if we head down here, I am at the end of this tunnel. You can see the portal down there, and Nonk is just here. So I'm going to head on through. We're going to build ourselves a little mango. And there we go. Isn't that just adorable? I have to be careful because I put a beam there to make sure I could find this location again, because this is sort of the base. But isn't it adorable? I think she's gonna love it. It's so cute. So I'm gonna leave that there for Nonk. This is Mango, her new son. So hopefully she likes it. She may have to move it to somewhere else, but I don't think that's too difficult to build out again. Anyway, we're going to head back to our base now, and we're going to go and start working on digging out that area and getting it flattened out so that I can start building what we need to build. Now, I said earlier I want to flatten out this area, make like basically a really big circle, and I left the hills around the edge because I want to build those up and kind of have them sort of fold over the clearing a little bit, not like a ledge, like an overhanging cliff sort of thing. So I would bring this out to about here and then curve the top so it's kind of ledged out over this big round clearing that we've got down here. I do have something planned for over that area, which if we look on the map is sort of this bit here, because it's not entirely circular, this thing. So I think I'm gonna try and circle here. And then maybe bring this in a little bit and maybe build some stuff just around here that's actually going to be functional, because this bit here, this bit I'm about to work on is entirely decoration. So back to the grind work and let's go. And done! Ta-da! All finished. So now that we've cleared out an area, we need to start collecting the resources to put a thing in it. Now, I've designed something up in Creative. I'm not going to show you yet because that would be cheating. But we need to collect a whole bunch of resources. Now, I ran around earlier and I got myself a chocker box with like a bunch of different bits in it that I'm going to need. But I also need lots of smooth quartz. Smooth quartz blocks, and the only way I can think to do that efficiently and in a way that is going to sustain me for a long time is to make a villager trading hall. So I need to start working on some villagers. Now, rather handily, I went and collected a couple of villages. That's why the village down here is actually on my map, is because I went and kidnapped a few villagers and brought them around the coast to where I'm currently standing. And I forced them into this very, very small box. So if we open this wall up here, you'll see we have a couple of villagers to breed. Now, these villagers are going to be the ones that go in our breeder, so we need to pop those in the top of the breeder. And I need to kind of build a thing first for them to go into. So basically the logistics of villager breeding is that they need a certain amount of food, which they trade back and forth with each other in order to fall in love, basically, and try and make babies. But to do that, they need as well some beds for villagers to sleep on, I guess. They can't exist without a bed to sleep in. So we need to make a little container for them with plenty of beds, and then we need to throw food at them, and they will make babies. And then we can turn one of them into a stonemason, and we can get ourselves some smooth quartz. So that is the job right now. So up here I have kidnapped a couple of sheep so I can get some wool farming done. I need to grab my shears so I can start grabbing wool from these guys to make beds with, but also carpets. I need some carpets to put around the beds. And I think I've got enough blocks in my inventory to make, I have plenty of blocks in my inventory to make this. So I need to get the villagers up here, and then I can pop them into the villager breeder I'm going to build. I need to build that now, though. The only other thing I can think of that I need for a villager breeder is sand and glass, so that I can see the villagers that I've made down the bottom, so I know that they're there and they're safe, and I can kind of see if I've got babies that I don't want to get out yet and stuff. So we're gonna grab some sand and go and cook that up into some glass. And then we'll take the glass and we'll take the blocks and we'll turn it into a great big villager breeder. Okay. So I have the blocks, and I think I know how to build this. I'm not sure though. I'm probably going to do it wrong, and I haven't looked at a tutorial, so I'm not going to find out either until I've done it. That makes sense? But we're going to jump in anyway, and we're going to have a go at making this thing. So, as I understand it, I need to go to bed. Sleep, 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 sleep. Ta-da! Right, now we can carry on. So, I need to build a thing here, and I believe we start off down the bottom with the glass like this in a bit of a square. This is where the baby villagers are going to fall into, and we should be able to get them out of there with a funny little rail trick that I don't know how to do yet. So we'll work on that in a bit, and in the meantime I'm going to build the rest of this out of deep slate. We do need to go up one more layer because I think we need to put our fence post in here, but we need to get rid of these blocks. I don't know why I placed every single one of them. We need to get rid of these blocks, and I think we can replace it with the beds that go around here. So bed and bed and bed and bed. Bouncy. Now above the bed we need some carpets. The carpets are going to stop the villagers from being able to get out basically. So pop these in here, and I think we need them like 2 layers high. And that stops the villagers from jumping around too much. So my villagers should be able to stand in here. I do think now that is too high. We carry on learning. I'm going to bring the fence post back down there, and I'm going to put the carpet back. And I think we should be safe to take this layer out. I guess we'll find out at some point when it goes horrendously wrong. I am a little bit worried about the villagers being able to get out though. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to replace it, there we go, with some stair blocks. So if we get rid of these just quickly and stand ourselves inside, we should be able to place these stair blocks against here. The baby villagers shouldn't be able to get onto this 1 block high space and get out, and our fence post still doesn't attach to any of them. So I think I like that. I think that's okay. Now our villagers should be able to then sit down in here, and they now can't get out of here, and there are no blocks for them to be able to spawn on either, which is kind of handy. So they shouldn't be able to escape once we've got them in here. Now, just for the safety of the villagers, I am going to encase this in, I believe, probably some wood, just to make sure that they stay safe and that they can't escape and that things can't get to them. And then I'm going to build in some sides to this, just to make sure the villagers up the top here are super protected and that they can't go anywhere. Now, in all actuality, I've probably just entombed them in their doom, but that is fine by me. I don't really care too much about these villagers as long as they produce some babies for me that I can turn into stonemasons. I should be able to breed from that, so I'm not worrying too much about this. I am just going to block these areas in here as well, just to make sure that nothing can get through, get out. So we've got this lovely little pattern here. And we now have a nice ugly little box for some villagers to go into. So we need to rescue the villagers from here and get them up to there. Now the best way to do that is with a staircase. So I'm going to just bring this down, and I'm going to grab some rails and track them essentially right to this point, but I do want to stop them just before here, and then I will get the villagers to wander in on their own. Now the villagers are fairly safe inside of here right now. What I need to do is remove the bottom of this, and I should now be able to remove this block as well and replace it with glass. Let's just be quick about this. There we go. And I'm going to do the same here as well and pop some rails in on this side. Now reasonably what this should do is when I place a minecart there, it should pick up a villager and another villager. Maybe not another villager. I can't get the other villager. That's awkward. But this is why there are 2 sides to my coin, you see. For now we have both villagers. And they shouldn't suffocate in the glass, but if I give this guy a push and place down this Minecraft with furnace and put in a bit of coal, it should push my dudes up the hill here. Nice and easy does it. There we go. And they're sat up on top of here. So now I can get rid of this and just make sure my villagers stay up here by placing a block. That's the wrong block. Oh dear. And now we have some villagers trapped up here. So I'm just gonna take out these couple of blocks so the villagers don't feel like they can go anywhere. I'm gonna remove the rails and the minecarts. And then I just need to convince these guys to fall down this hole. In you go, chaps. Now this is by no means a permanent structure. This is absolutely temporary. It's just a way for us to have our villagers safely entombed in in something safe. So I'm gonna go grab some ladders and then we will throw some food at them and see if they make babies. Okay, got our ladders, got our trapdoor, and got our carrots. So let's see if we can make these dudes do the breed, do the nasty. And then hopefully we'll have some little baby villagers. Hi guys. Okay, so our dudes have the carrots. I don't hear them. Maybe they're being a bit secretive about all of this. But they should, in a moment, start getting some little hard effects on them and maybe make some babies. Okay, well they went to sleep and the carrots are still there, so Houston, we have a problem. Fortunately I can retrieve these carrots, which isn't a problem, but it does mean there's something wrong with our formula somewhere. Okay, they were going to sleep, so let's see if we can chuck the food in again, and maybe this time be a bit more successful. I'm going to go for an angle this time so it lands on the carpet, and then they can grab it. Grab the food. Well done. They picked up the food this time, that's good. Now it should be 12 carrots each. Oh, they're chucking the food back and forth between them. I heard that. And then we should see some love hearts. You gonna do some loving? Some loving? I mean, it's a good sign that they got in and out of the beds properly. Maybe they don't want to be watched. Maybe we need to give them some privacy. I did give them the rest of the carrots, but hopefully we should hear a thunk. And see a baby fall into here in a second. So I'm just gonna hang out and see what happens. Oh, I missed it. We have a baby. So villager breeder works, I guess. Now this is entirely manual. I don't have anybody feeding these villagers for me. So I have to keep coming out here to feed them. But look, we got a little baby and you're gonna grow up and be a stonemason. So that's the start of our little project on the go there. We then need to wait for him to grow up, maybe get a couple more villagers breeded. We need a couple more villagers bred up, and then I will start kidnapping them one at a time and sticking them in a trading hall, and then we can start getting some stonemasons. So let's let the clock tick and see what happens next. Okay, so I bred up some villagers and then we had an accident because I put a boat in here to try and extract one, and two popped out and I got trapped in there with them when I got out of the boat. And then I couldn't escape, so I had to break the sides of this thing, which meant that all the villagers got out and they were all everywhere and it was just chaos. But turns out to actually have been quite a happy accident, because if we head over here, I now have seven stonemasons all ready to give me quartz when I eventually trade up for it. Now I came up with a really easy way to get hold of these guys. Basically you do that and then you block them in with some blocks. So if I just grab, I don't know, some stone, and I break the block in the top, the villagers essentially, they lock onto that and they actually just drop themselves straight in and claim the job. So you don't really have to catch them like you usually would. I didn't have to use rails or anything, which is really, really handy, even though I do have them in my inventory ready to use. But yeah, we have some villagers now, so I need to kind of, I guess, secure this area, get this place lit up with some torches and trade up, but then I will have my quartz and then I guess we'll start the time lapse. Okay, so we now have all of the stuff we need to do our little build. I'm going to show you what's in here, and I want to see if you can guess what it is we're going to make. Lots of moss, lots of smooth quartz. What are we making? Doesn't really matter though what you guess, because in a moment I'm going to show you, and it's probably in the thumbnail anyway. So let's come over here and let's let's see what we're going to build. I'm really, really excited about this because we're going to basically assume a bit of a character for this season and kind of theme our base a little bit, because last season I was just in a hole. I was in a hole in the ground, and that was my whole theme, was the fact that I had put loads of leaves in a hole in the ground. It's no good. It's no good at all. So we're going to start on this build in 3, 2, 1, now. Done. I think this came out really, really good. I know it looks a bit rubbish with like the squared off corners at the moment, but what I intend to do essentially is bring some cliffs around the side, like to sort of circle over it with a big overhang, and then have trees sort of hanging over here, so it's gonna look kind of mystical and stuff. But this is what I made this. And actually this took way longer than I would have expected, because I did all of this in creative mode, and then I had to work out how to use Litematica. And you know what, actually, credit where credit's due, creators put a lot of effort into this stuff, so good on them for doing so good with it. But now that I've done this build, I can reveal to you that in this season we're going to be playing as a witch. So I have designed a new skin, so give me just 1 second and we'll have a change like this. Ta-da! And here we are. This is our new skin. I probably should take off my armor so you can see what it looks like. We're going to have to throw some things on the floor. I'm so proud of this. I'm not much of a skin maker myself. It's not something that I do, but I'm really, really proud of this one, because I think it looks really cool. I like the purple robes, and I've got like a green dress on, and it's a little bit ragged around the bottom. I kept my boots, and I really wanted to have a witch's hat, but we don't have the mod on where we can change, you know, other objects into other textures or anything, so can't do that this time around. But I think it looks really cool. It suits the vibe that I'm going for here. And of course, just to give you a little bit of a look around at that, so just on the sides and around the back as well, I've just copied my hair across the back there, but there we go, that's my whole new skin. So really, really chuffed with this, and I think this is where we're going to end the episode for today, because we have done a lot. It's taken all of this has taken me way more time than I would have expected. I think actually building this took me just over an hour, but actually planning it all, making it all, working out how to use the mod and placing it in the world and digging, like it's just taken me hours and hours and hours. So really, really chuffed with this, and this is only the beginning. I actually have my whole base planned to kind of fit in there, or at least my starter house that's not the box, because the box is hell. So I'm really excited to get that built, but obviously we need to collect a load of resources and do some terraforming and actually kind of build this place up. So this is going to be it for today's episode. If you liked it though, please do drop a like or subscribe. If you've got any comments, leave them down in the comment section below, and I will see you guys again next time. Bye bye.